Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Okay, so if y'all can't hear me, let me know because I'm using my microphone instead of my headset. Hopefully it works okay. I'm still working on the literate dragon. I was actually going to kit up Miss Havishon today, but I didn't get as much of this done this week as I wanted to. So I went ahead and decided that I was going to work on this. And then next week, we will probably be kitting up Miss Havishon. So this is the canvas that I'm working on, and I am right down here by these books, by the chair that he's sitting in. So I'm almost done with it. I'm probably like 3/4 of the way done. And I cannot wait to get this one done. This one's turning out so good. Hi, Julie. Hi, Beth, Connie, Teresa. So glad to have you here. Hi, Dari. How are you doing? Margie. All of you are coming in here now. So I am going to finish working on this. What's everybody been up to this week? I have had so much fun working on this one. This one is coming together really quick, but it does have a lot of color blocking on it. Okay. Can y'all all hear me okay? Okay, I may have to switch to my other headset if y'all can't. Okay, just making sure because like I said, I was gonna kit up Miss Havishon in the Forever Young trays, but I want to get this done. I am so excited to be able to use those trays. Whenever I was testing them out, they line up really well. The only thing that I can see about them is they are a little bit smaller than the trays that I use now. But I don't think that that'll matter too much. Hi, Grams. So glad everybody is here today. I actually slept pretty late today. Normally I'm up by 7:15, 7:30, but it was like almost 10 till 8 before I even got up out of bed this morning. Hi, Autumn. How are you? So I was trying to get everything set up on here and get the notification out for the live. But I managed to get it all done. And then I use a program for my phone to be a webcam on my laptop. And for some reason, it was not wanting to connect this morning. So I had to go in and restart my computer after I had everything set up. Other than that, and then go back in and reset everything up the way that I wanted it. Because I've got the screen on the webcam showing on one part of my screen and then StreamYard on another part. Hi, Granny. How are you? So glad to see you here. But yeah, I was having a few issues first off this morning, but I managed to get it done. I've had a pretty good week so far. The kids actually went to school all week this week. I only had on one night. Had Remy here 2 days, but that's okay. My phone's going crazy. But anyway, yesterday I just had Remy here, and I don't think she was feeling really good because she was really whiny yesterday. But they had given us, I found out one thing, she really loves strawberries. Because they had given us some at work until that we could take home. I actually could have taken home 2 cases of them, but I only grabbed like 3 packages just because I wouldn't have ate all of them. I grabbed 1 package for Courtney, and then I grabbed 2 for us here. And we ended up eating about half of one of those packages yesterday between me and her. So, and they weren't the smaller containers, it was the bigger containers of them. Granny. I absolutely. I've got my coffee here too. I cannot have a morning without my coffee. It's just regular coffee with French vanilla creamer, but that's okay. I do have some maple pecan one in there, and it's okay. Last year, about this time, I found some Starbucks cinnamon and brown sugar coffee that was on clearance for like $3 a box of the K-Cup pods. And I had like, I don't know, 7 or 8 of those, and it lasted me quite a while. But I cannot find that coffee anymore. I've tried. Not for a decent price anyway. I think I found some on Amazon, but it was like $20, 20 something dollars for a regular 18 pack. So I never did get any more of it. And I've tried finding other coffees that I thought would taste like that, but none of them taste the same. Hi, Julie. I think I said hi to you earlier. I may not have. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Connie? How are you doing, Connie? But yeah, I'm still working on this, still trying to get it done. So that I can start on Miss Havishon on February 1st. I don't have that much of it left. And I did not get as much done on this as I wanted to because it was kind of my fault. Josh, my husband, was telling me that I used to play WoW all the time when it's probably been like 5 years ago. And I've forgotten all my passwords and everything to it anyway. But anyway, he was telling me that you could download the game for free and play it with all but the new expansion packs. And he's right, you can play up to level 20 for free. Well, I decided to download it and try to play it. So we will definitely be there to listen, Granny. But anyway, I downloaded that and I started playing it so that there was one night that I spent like 2 or 3 hours playing WoW. And it has changed so much from whenever I used to play it. So I'm probably going to start playing that a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. I'm not sure I want to subscribe to it once I get level 20, but we'll see. I think I'm going to subscribe to BritBox here pretty soon, but Granny brought up a good point on that because I'm only subscribing to watch the new season of Vera. So, I'm going to wait until I think at least most of that season has been released before I subscribe to it. That way I can watch it all I want to. Yeah, I'm going to wait to subscribe to it because I'll probably, for a while, I'll probably be spending some time watching that. What color was I doing? Good thing about having the tray with the label in your hand, I used to always forget what color I was working on, and then I had to leave the bottle out just so I'd know. But now I've got my tray in my hand with the label on the end of it. Works out so good. Oh, that. I thought that there would at least be 4 to 6. I'm so disappointed now, Beth. I was hoping there was more to it. That's crazy. I knew that there was less seasons on that show, or less episodes per season on that show, but thought that there would be more than that. Well, I guess I can go ahead and subscribe to it probably next payday then and watch those two. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that a season would at the very least be 4. They could have added that to one of the other seasons. But I cannot wait to start using my Forever Young trays. And I've been playing Misplay. I play like 20 minutes before I go to bed at night on my phone, which is an app on your phone, and you can earn gift cards. And I've got enough to get a $10 gift card on there, so I think I'm going to buy another set of the Forever Young trays, probably the 15 one. And then I'll decide if I want another bigger set. Father Brown. I don't think I've ever watched Father Brown. True. I don't think I have ever watched Father Brown, so I don't know. That's an older show, though, isn't it? I I really like Misplay. I've gotten quite a few gift cards off of there. I I didn't watch. I knew it was on there before. I think I may have watched a few episodes whenever I was younger, but not. I didn't watch too many of them. I may have to try that out whenever I subscribe for my whole 2 episodes. That is true. It does take a while, but occasionally it'll have it to where you can earn an extra 50 tokens for playing for like an hour. And normally by the end of the week I do at least an hour playing on the game, so I'm constantly changing the games that I play on there. Did I get all these? No, I missed like 2 or 3. Let's see. I'll go back to my single placer instead of my 2-placer. I don't know why, but I love using my little 2-placer. Maybe it's because I can get them, pretty much get them straight with the 2-placer and don't have to readjust my drills. Really? I did not know that. I subscribed to BritBox a while back and I canceled it because the only show that I found on there that I really, really wanted to watch was Vera. I tried watching a few others, but I didn't like them too much. So after I finished the series of Vera, I went ahead and canceled it. Yep. Yeah, I'm always trying new phones. In fact, I have to delete games off of my phone fairly often because I have so many games on there. Let's see. Let's do the upside down tees. The other day, I don't know if y'all can see that. If I can get it in the... I ended up breaking my nails, so I can't grab the butterflies on these trays like I used to with my nails to pull them out of my little container. So I got these little, let's move it over here where you can see it, these little rubber bands that go in like kids' hair. And I started putting those in there so that I would have something to grab to pull them out just a little way so that I could grab the sides of them, and they work really well for that. Because these butterflies are in there pretty good on almost all of my trays that I have. So once I press them back in there, they're not going anywhere. Yep, you do. But I end up, if I stay at it, and I have a habit of playing for a while and then I'll forget to play for like a week. But I've gotten like 4 or 5 $10 gift cards off of there since I started. Yeah, it makes it easier. And those little rubber bands are only, I think I got those at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, so they're not that expensive. And I'm betting that you can get them at Walmart for about the same price. It makes them a lot easier to grab a hold of to pull them out so you can grab the whole tray. I'm not sure I would pull them all the way out with that, but until I grow my nails back, I get them so long and then it's like they all decide to break at once. But I don't use the fake nails and stuff. I've never been able to wear those. If I try to put those on, then I end up losing one within a day or two, so I normally just grow my regular nails out. So I'm getting excited to start reading Great Expectations. I've never read that book before. And I want to say that I've only read one of Charles Dickens' other books, so. Oh, so you have a monthly crafting event? That is, I wish that I was able to do something like that here. That would be so much fun to get to do with friends and stuff. I cannot wait to read it. And it's one of those books, whenever I was a kid, people told me, or not a kid, but teenager, young adult, that people had told me that it was a really good book. And back then, I was like, it's a classic. It can't be that good. And I really didn't give the classic books a chance. That is so neat. That would be so much fun, Granny. We might have to try that out somehow. I don't know how we would go about doing it unless maybe trying to think of what it's called. Any other time I could think of it. We could try that. Somehow I'd be able to do it. Maybe I could get some of the other creators to come on and have a little crafting time on a live. I was working on I've gotten really lax about doing my planner. So my planner is stickerless so far this month. I haven't went through and decorated my planner or anything. It's just all I have on there is basically my appointments and stuff. And I normally do like a daily, but this time I did a weekly one this year so far. That is subject to change. Hey, Beth, I read and diamond paint, or I listen and diamond paint anyway. Morning, Peggy. How are you doing? So glad to see you here. Wow, I've actually got 16 people in here today. That is amazing. Thank you all so much for being here. And if you are new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. I have gotten a few new subscribers. gets me closer to my goal of having 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if I would have the patience to do a miniature. I've actually watched some YouTube videos of people doing those and having to put, like, for the books, they had to put the whole thing together and then put the sticker on the end, and I'm not sure I would have the patience. Now, y'all are going to go and make me look at DAC's website today and Dreamer Design's website. I am almost the same way about the Draglings. I love Randall Spangler. He is one of my favorite artists. I've got quite a few of his, but I've told myself that I can't go and buy a bunch more of the larger kits until I get at least some of mine done that are in my stash. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from them, but then I go, I don't know. I went out to Walmart and I was bound and determined to get the gnome one that they have that I've been seeing at Walmart, and my Walmart either already sold out of it and doesn't have it, or they just didn't get it in. And I really wanted that gnome one. I didn't get the Christmas gnomes either. Yeah, I'm trying to. Right now, I spent all the money that I can this month, or this payday anyway, on my Forever Young trays, so I've got to wait a little bit before I get anything else. In March, though, I am so excited. I was just going to go take a little camping trip by myself, but I decided that since Josh has to work, did I miss somebody coming in? Oh, it's me. Hello, how are you? I'm sorry I missed you coming in. I've done a few of them. There actually is some smaller ones. I don't know if they still have it, but I think they used to have the covered bridge on Amazon, and it was a smaller painting. Oh, that is nice, Granny. But yeah, I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh well, that's okay. Oh, that is so. I didn't know that they archived that one. But I know he's had a couple of the smaller ones. The Hopper and Steve that we had gotten from Hobby Lobby was a smaller Chuck Pinson, but it's sold out now. I don't know if they'll bring it back next year. They might, but they normally have a couple of different paintings every year. There was a Christmas dog one that was at Hobby Lobby one year from Diamond Art Club, and I never did get it, and I really wanted that one, but they never did bring that one back. This, I just can't believe how quickly this one's coming together. Now, if I would have spent that 2 to 3 hours working on this instead of playing WoW this week, I probably would have been further along on this. But that's okay. I haven't played it in so long. And it was actually, I had a pretty good time playing it. It was just the little starter areas, so it was something a little bit different. I've thought about getting it. I really have, but I think I'm going to hold off on that one. I've got a few landscapes in there, not a whole lot, but a few that I think I'm going to try to get done before then. I've got one for the check-along. I've got Bluebird Song, which I did get at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago on clearance. So that's the one that I'm going to do for the check-along. And even though it looks nothing like my grandmother's house whenever I was younger, it's got the rocks and stuff that her house was made of, so it reminds me a lot of that. So that's the one that I will be doing for the check-along. I decided to go on Amazon and spend my allowance for this payday. And I haven't gotten to DoorDash or anything that much this week, so I haven't got any extra money. That's how I get all my spending money, is I will DoorDash. And there's some days I'll get $30 or $40. Some days it's less. Around here, there's not a whole lot. Oh, and I will be answering all the comments. So if any of y'all have left comments on my channel, I will be answering them in my next Coffee Chat and WIP. It might be a very long video because I am so far behind in answering all my comments, because I don't want to put a heart or anything next to them to make sure that I answer all of them. I don't want it to disappear. So I will be putting out a Coffee Chat and WIP next week, probably around Wednesday or Thursday. And I'll get caught up on all my comments. Hi, Miss Lizard. How are you doing? But I feel so bad about being that far behind on comments and stuff. Tried printing them out printing out a list of all my comments, but I still haven't fixed my printer. So it's not working right, and I forgot to do it whenever I was down at the shop. So, and I can't do it at work. I would have to log into my YouTube account on that computer, and I don't really want to do that. But we've already been on here 35 minutes. This time just goes by way, way too quick. We are supposed to get more snow. I want to say it's supposed to start tonight. I really hope that they are wrong because I don't want any more snow. I've had enough. Granny, you need to take it up there. Hi, Lexi. How are you? How are the boys? You can have all the snow. I do not want any more snow. And it was so neat. I wish I would have gotten a picture, but I'm sure these people did not want me taking a picture of their house. But there was one house here that actually built. They had this little mold and they were making like an igloo. And they made an igloo in their yard or a fort or something. They put a piece of wood over the top of it for the top of it, but they had it to where you could walk in it and everything. It was so neat. You know, that's a really good suggestion. That is a very good suggestion. I never thought about doing that. Thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, I will get caught up on all my comments. I know I'm very far behind. Eventually, I'll get it to where I can get them done very quickly, but just not happening right now. But I'm hoping this weekend at work we have some smarter drivers. Last weekend was, I don't know. It was like the snow affected everybody's mind. But it wasn't too terribly bad, but just between, like, there, I don't know if I told y'all this on the WIP and chat or not, but this one in particular. We had a driver that came through the gate, parked his trailer in the door, all of that. And because they weren't having to unhook so that it could slide and stuff, it was, I guess the yard drivers didn't notice them, whatever. But anyway, they never came inside to bring their paperwork in for us to get it unloaded and everything. Well, the unloaders are not supposed to unload the trailer until they have the paperwork. Well, they went ahead and unloaded the trailer anyway. So they had already received and unloaded this truck before they realized that he never came into the office. So the yard driver had to go by there and tell him to bring his paperwork in the office. Well, he never did. So he ended up leaving as soon as the yard driver told him that he was done. So he never got his proof of delivery, nothing. So I don't know how that's going to go whenever he tries to get his TCR and stuff, because there wasn't one. He never came in. I am so happy for you, Granny. You know, I have never watched them, and I keep telling myself I'm going to look it up and watch them. So, but that was just one of the things that happened last week, and it wasn't just the driver. It was, and I will say that it wasn't just the driver, it was the whole. I don't know. That's just the thing. I do not know. Um, Now drivers can leave with an empty trailer of their company without having to give the gate anything. They just can't bring anything in without the bills. So I know he had the bills. This one's just one that you get from those little packs. It has several of the metal tips in it. This one is a two-placer from that. This one is, I'm not even showing you in the camera. This one's just one from the packs that you get with several multi-placers in them. Let's see if we can get it on the camera. And this one I like for the square drills. But then I have this one that came from Cadyard, the same people who make the Trabricks. I ordered a pen, and I've since broken the pen, but it had these metal tips on it. And it had one two-placer on one end, and it had a single metal placer on the other end. I don't know what I did with that. But no, I have not ordered the two-placer from DAC. I do like using the metal tips, and I want to order one more Diamond Art Club, but I want to wait just for the reason I want to see how different, since they started putting the copper tips in these ones instead of these plastic tips. I want to see how different it is to use it. I know, that's crazy. From Cadyard, I remember that. Yeah, I order this stuff from, if I order from them, I order it off of Amazon, because most of the time I can get a refund or something if it doesn't show up. But I've never done an actual custom diamond painting, and I don't think that they do that through Amazon. I will. Okay. So Remy decided to spill something on one of my silicone mats. And so what I have done is I cut a piece of one of those silicone mats, and whenever mine is harder to turn, I take this and I use this to turn it a little bit, and it works really well. And it gives you a little more grip, so it's easier to turn. Once these get warmed up, they're not quite as hard to turn, but if they're cold, they are a lot harder to turn. The plastic tip, this one has not broke, but I've had 2 of these pins with this plastic tip that it started coming out of the side of it. But I just cut a little piece of the silicone mat, and that's what I use. Okay, what did I miss, Julie? Oh, the light bulbs. Yes, who was it? Jeannie Bushnell did a video. I think it was her. I'm pretty sure it was her that did a video showing that. I have not gotten any of the newer trays. But yeah, I didn't realize that they had changed them any. But I will be excited to get one of the newer ones so that they don't get stuck, the drills don't get stuck on the sides. But I think one of my next tray videos that I do, I'm going to compare the Trabricks, the butterfly trays, the Forever Young trays, and the DAC trays. Yeah, it's not big changes. Let's see if I can show you with this one. On these ones, I guess what she was saying is this will fit in there tighter so that if you dump it over, mine doesn't really come out unless you tap it, but that part is a little bit tighter. And then these lines in the tray itself, they are kind of angled. It's like one of them, till it gets to the middle, it's a little bit shorter, so you don't have drills getting stuck over on the side one. Oh, I am so sorry about that. But yeah, and I think she said that the pour spout was a little bit narrower and longer, but I can't remember on that part. But yeah, they've changed them up just a little bit. I've got, all of mine are the older ones. But I did find out something that I did not know. And I knew before, these look the same on both sides. But if you turn it over and you put it in the other way, it doesn't quite go in as easily. And you can still get it to go in there, but it gets caught on the stopper. I did not know that these had a specific way to go on the top. But yeah, she did do a video on that as well. She had looked for one that would fit the DAC trays. Hi Candace, how are you? Okay. I always take all the toolkits out of mine. Yeah, I had no clue about that until I watched her video. That sounds good. I don't think I've ever had a turtle cheesecake before. But yeah, I had no clue about that until I watched her video, and then I went and I had to go and get one of my trays as soon as I got home to try it out. But yeah, I don't have any of the new trays yet, so eventually I'll order another kit and maybe I'll get one in there. But I'm trying to hold back on ordering new kits right now. Bye, Dari. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've only got a few minutes left anyway. Got about 10 minutes left at most, but that's okay. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. But yeah, that's going to be my next comparison video, is all of the different trays that I use. I do still plan on getting at least one more set of the Trabricks, but they will probably only be used for like my budget canvases. So far, I really like my butterfly trays the best, but I haven't tried my Forever Young trays yet. Bye, Lexi. Love you too. I have not even looked at them yet, so I'm going to say no. I'm not going to be buying any, I hope. But it seems to never fail at the end of my life, so I always end up getting curious and having to go look at what they've got. My phone's going crazy again. Okay, that came in earlier. But anyway, yeah, from Hobby Lobby. How's HL? What? Who is that? But it's Hobby Lobby. That is so true. And I've got a budget one. I was in there looking for my Miss Havishon. And I've got a budget one in there that I really do want to start. I haven't decided when. It's of a cat and a moon. And I really want to start that one and try it out. But it's going to have to wait a little bit until I get some of these other ones done. I keep telling myself that, but I am going to try to get a few things that I'm going to start trying to look for. Is I'm going to get some bookmarks. I want to buy some smaller stuff to do on my weekend retreats. I'm going to do I'm probably going to do a diamond dots on this weekend retreat instead of my coasters and stuff. But I do reserve the right to change my mind. Me too. In fact, I've been wanting to do this for a while and I just haven't had time to record the videos. I'm going to go through my Diamond Art Club stash. And that is a big stash of paintings. I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad for having that many because whenever I first started diamond painting, I went a little bit crazy with diamond art club. Just a little bit. After I did my minions painting, that's all there was to it. I have so many that on the Diamond Art Clubs, and I'm gonna do a stash video, but I'm only gonna put like 5 of them in each one, so it'll probably take like a year to get through them all. That is a good goal to keep, Grams. There is one, however, that I don't know if it's discontinued on Dreamer Designs or if they're going to get it back in. But the same person that did the Woodland Panorama has a Firebird Panorama. And I do want that one. If it comes back in stock, I will immediately buy that one. It's done by the same person that did the Woodland Panorama. But I'm definitely going to start on my stash videos here pretty soon because I've got 2 more paintings to unbox. Actually, 3 more paintings to unbox. Yeah, Granny, you saw my Diamond Art Clubs in that picture that I saw you once. They're just stacked up on the table. But I've got a lot of Hannah Lynn. I've got 4 or 5 Josephine Walls. I really want to get another Josephine Wall. But I believe, unless I'm mistaken, all the places that carry Josephine Walls are across overseas. So they're a little bit more expensive. So I haven't tried to get any more of those, but there is a lot of Josephine Walls that I want. I was really thinking about ordering that, and I decided against it. I told myself I was not going to get any more, and I stuck to it this time anyway. That one is pretty as well. I've got Pisces, which is my birthday month, but that's the only one of the zodiac ones that I have is Pisces. I think I have Snow Queen, the Pisces, I believe it's called Spirit of Flight. And Mask of Love. I think that's all of them I have. I might have one more. The Randall Spangler. I think that they just had that last month. But I'm pretty sure they do it twice a year. I don't remember who it was, though. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I did not, I was not paying attention to the time. Turn that off before I get a copyright. I don't know if that music would count, but it might. Whoa. I know, and I've still got to go and get ready for work. That's okay though. I so much enjoyed this. I've had so much fun today. Everyone take care. I will see you next week. If you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, comment. Thank you so much for this fun time that we had this hour. Bye, everyone. I can get my mouse to work.